Charlie Kirk was right. School is a scam. Not because learning is bad, but because the current educational system as we know it isn't designed to make you prosperous. Think about it. Why do you think they don't teach you about money in schools? And what is the mantra? Go to school, get a good job, put 10% in your 401k for 40 years, and you'll be all right. Yet millions of people graduate with a mountain of debt, with no marketable skills, working a job they hate. This video isn't about politics, whether you're liberal or conservative, but it's about how the educational system you grew up with has failed us and is keeping us broke, misinformed, sick, and afraid, and how you can do something different instead. If you stick around with me to the end of this video, I'm going to show you how to break the chains and how you can start building wealth on your own terms.
Hey there, YouTube. Korbie and Tifro, getfinanciallyfree.com. And in today's video, I'm talking about school and why most people that tell you to go to school, get a good job, and put 10% in your 401k are broke. Now, this is coming from somebody who actually went to school. I went to school, I got the degree, and when I graduated, I was broke as a joke and ready to choke. Fast forward to today, and I own multiple businesses, several cash flowing rental properties, and I'm living a life of financial freedom that most people only dream of. What changed in my life? Well, I'll tell you, it wasn't another degree. It was learning real marketable skills and finding mentors that taught me how to build businesses. Today, I want to give you that exact roadmap that I wish somebody had given me back in the day when I was sitting and trudging through school and learning a whole bunch of information that I didn't need to know. Here's something most people don't realize. The school system, as you know it, wasn't designed to make you rich. It was designed over 100 years ago during the Industrial Revolution. And back then, the biggest need in society wasn't entrepreneurs or investors. The biggest need was factory workers. Businesses needed people who would show up on time, follow orders, work long hours, and not question their boss. That's why schools were built to look and feel like factories. Think about it. You sit in a single file rows in desks, just like workers at their machines. A bell rings to tell you when to start and stop, just like a factory shift whistle. Everyone learns the same lesson at the same pace, no matter their strengths, just like products moving down an assembly line. Test grades and rigid schedules are all about standardizing people and not unlocking individual creativity. This system trains you to wait for permission, follow instructions, and measure your success by a report card and not real-world results. School doesn't teach you how to think. It teaches you what to think. It doesn't teach you to solve new problems, handle money. And these, my friends, are the very real-world skills you need to build financial freedom. And this is why so many people graduate with a degree, but no marketable skills, thousands of dollars in debt, and no idea how to create income on their own. The system did exactly what it was made to do. It prepared you to be a worker bee, how to work hard for your money, but it left you completely unprepared to be financially independent and how to make your money work hard for you. I 100% believed in the system. If I went to school, got a degree, followed the rules, success would automatically show up. Boy, was I wrong. When I graduated, it really hit me hard. I had the diploma, but I had no money. I was working long hours, still broke, and realizing that the safe and secure path I had chosen wasn't so safe and secure after all. The change didn't happen in another classroom. It happened when I started looking for people who were where I wanted to be. People that had nice cars, people that were living in nice houses. I started studying. I did a deep dive into these people. What were they doing? And I found a mentor. He didn't give me homework or grades. Instead, he gave me another perspective. He taught me how to think for myself, how to spot opportunities, how to sell, how to build. Most importantly, he taught me how money works. Money is simply an exchange of value. The more value you can provide to somebody, the more money they'll pay you. And all the time I was going to school and learning all this useless information, I was sitting on something which was very, very valuable, a marketable skill I didn't even know I had. I knew how to get people in shape. The more I got people into shape, the more money they paid me. That's when it clicked. All the hours I was going to school were just teaching me to be an employee, how to raise my hand if I had a question. If I was to look on somebody else's paper, it was considered cheating. But in real life, when you don't know something, you look it up. You can ask ChatGPT, you can ask Google. So it didn't make sense to me. Once I changed my way of thinking, that's when everything started opening up for me. Almost everyone has been handed the same life plan since you were a kid. And it looks something like this. Go to school, get good grades, work for 40 years of your life, and retire when you're 60. That is what I call the default script. It was a script that used to work back in the day when a single job could support a family. Pensions were common back then, and you could rely on a company to take care of you. That world doesn't exist anymore, but the script is still being handed out as if it did. The default script trains you to trade your time for a paycheck. You spend your best hours building somebody else's dream, and you hope that after decades of work, that you'll have enough to be able to relax. The problem with that, costs go up, jobs change, industries disappear, and very few people end up becoming financially free following that script. The wealthy, however, follow a different script. It's almost the opposite. Instead of starting their kids with school, they start their kids with marketable skills. They focus on learning high-value skills that people will pay a lot of money for. Skills like sales, marketing, coding, leadership, and investing. Then they turn those skills into businesses or income streams that they control. From there, they use that money to buy their time back, hire help, automate tasks, and build systems. They are no longer trading time for money. Finally, they invest their money into cash flowing assets that keep growing even when they're not working. Think of it this way. The default script says work hard for your money, and the wealth script says make your money work hard for you. My friends, once you switch scripts, you will be able to get off of that hamster wheel. How do you switch scripts? I'll tell you how I did it. By following this simple 4-step roadmap that my mentor left for me. Step 1, develop a marketable skill, something that people will pay for because it's a real problem for them. For me, that was fitness coaching. You might have the skill of design, sales, marketing, coding, real estate, content creation, anything that is valuable to the marketplace. How do you develop that skill? You can develop it online from books, mentors. You don't need a classroom or permission. You just need real life practice and proof. Step 2, turn that skill into an income stream which you control. That could be a side hustle, freelance work, or your very own small business. Start finding clients, helping them, and building your reputation. Once you do this, you're already taking a huge step from that old employee mindset because you're earning directly from the value you create. Step 3, build systems. Systems buy back your time. Once you have some cash flow coming in, stop trying to do everything yourself. Automate, hire people to help, and help streamline the process. This is how you keep from burning out and making sure that your growth doesn't stall. Systems free you up to focus on bigger things. Step 4, invest in cash flowing assets. With the extra money you're making from the skills that you've been able to give to the marketplace, take that money and invest it into cash flowing assets. Buy things that help you make money while you sleep. Rental properties, dividend stocks, online assets. This is the step where you stop working so hard for your money and you start allowing your money to work for you. This 4-step approach, developing a marketable skill, using that skill to generate income, create systems, and then buy assets. It's the exact opposite of the default script. Instead of waiting decades to retire, you'll be building freedom step by step. It's simple to understand, but powerful when you apply it consistently. And this, my friends, is exactly how people break out of the rat race and create lives of financial freedom. I know this works because I was there. I was stuck in the trap and I escaped. And I've helped countless others do the same thing by developing skills, creating income streams, and investing towards their financial freedom. This isn't theory, it's a system. The current school system, as we know it, was built for a world that no longer exists. If you're tired of playing by the rules of that old game that's keeping you broke and you're ready to play a new game, I've put together a step-by-step program that shows you how to learn high-value skills, build businesses, and use your money to buy back your time. Click the link in the description box below, and either myself or one of my team members will contact you to see if you're a good fit for our program. The opportunity is there. The tools are there. The only thing missing is you taking action. Start now, stay consistent, and watch how quickly your life begins to compound.
If you like the videos we've been putting out and you want to see more videos about getting financially free and getting out of the rat race, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and all that other YouTube-y stuff.